The Overdogs, Sebastian Suave and Josh Alexander, set for action against the Steady Ballers, comprised of Rocksteady Alex Vega and the All-Starter Brent Banks.
This is going to be a hard-hitting and fast-paced affair. We have seen these Overdogs look very impressive, tearing up the competition here in Smash Wrestling. Brent Banks has stumbled out of the gates here the last couple of shows here that we've put on, and he is looking very excited and very hungry to right the ship, as they say, right here tonight, returning to his old forte, tag team wrestling.
He was once part of the All-Starters, very successful in Ontario Independent Wrestling with his tag team partner, Johnny J. And now here he is with Rocksteady Alex Vega as these two men lock up, and this is decidedly in the advantage of the much stronger Josh Alexander, who, as I understand and we have seen, has the best bridge in professional wrestling.
Brent Banks has been turning over new leaves over and over again of late. If you recall our last show, he laid his hands on our official. Well, we have veteran ref Jimmy Corderas in the ring right now. I certainly hope that Banks keeps those hands where they belong, hitting his opponent every which way, and leaves Corderas to do his job.
Both men lock up again. Josh Alexander once again able to move his opponent backwards just due to sheer power. Wise to get away from that. A nice deep arm drag right there, working right on the arm. Very smart maneuver from the experienced Brent Banks.
Banks clearly very focused. Vega very excited to be part of this match. You see him pacing on the apron mere minutes into this contest. Oh, the power!
The Overdogs certainly building a name for themselves in tag team competition, not just in Ontario, but around the world. Getting lots of offers to travel around. I heard they may wrestle in the Maldives sometime very soon, but they may turn down those offers because they want to stay here and Smash Wrestling. The Maldives is a very random place to begin with.
Absolutely, but I hear it's more just the walking weapon now. Turning up the speed, but he cannot connect, but Banks can with a beautiful dropkick right to the chin, and he is up and he is ready to go.
That's exactly what we come to expect from Brent Banks, and in comes Sebastian Suave. And this is not someone to be taken lightly. Speaking of beards.
And you see there, the walking weapon rolling out to be comforted, consoled by the beautiful Seleziya Sparx, who always in the Overdogs corner, always taking care of her men as best she can. And the crowd wants to see Vega in action right here against Sebastian Suave.
Well, that makes the tag, leaps over the ropes with finesse. And now we're going to see two new partners inside the squared circle. Sebastian Suave taking on Rocksteady Alex Vega. Here in tag team competition, the tag team scene is heating up in Ontario thanks to Smash Wrestling. A lot of tag teams working together, kind of shunning the singles career and looking for tag team promise.
Well, we're coming off of incredible tag matches at our previous Smash shows, and I think that the word is out, and I think that these wrestlers want to get themselves into a team, work on some tag team competition so that they can gain some of the same notoriety and incredible compliments that our fans had for the previous tag team contests.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock, definitely some interesting maneuvers there. We saw in and out and some great posturing from both men.
Maybe not the smartest move on Vega's part to start out with a test of strength, but you see, was he just suckering in his opponent?
How about that? Yes, absolutely. A nice hurricanrana right there. And another arm drag off the ropes, and Vega flying through the air, and Sebastian Suave having trouble trying to contain him.
Vega with incredible presence of mind to grab a limb, grab that arm as he flies off the second row mid-air, turn that into a beautiful arm drag as classic tag team wrestling muscles his opponent into the corner, and calls in his partner to continue to go.
We've seen these two in the ring before. In fact, they trained together, Brent B and Sebastian Suave. If there's two people in independent wrestling in Ontario, there's a cover. Two people in Ontario independent wrestling that know each other better than anyone, it's these two. And in comes Vega once again.
with Suave and Banks. A lot of respect for just how much pain the other can inflict. And now another quick tag. Vega's right back in here for a double team. Leg drop. Oh, and a beautiful splash, catching him with the elbow on the way by. That has got to hurt.
For the cup, for the win? No. Oh, Sebastian Suave kicks out. It's going to take a lot more than that to put down Sebastian Suave. But look at this right here. Good job in cutting the ring in half, and good job in tag team psychology right here to make sure that they have the maximum amount of time working as a team. It's 2-on-1, and bad news for Sebastian Suave.
I tell you, this was exactly what I expected to see. Oh, huge leg drop to the middle rope. But from the
maneuvers, there's a cover.
I really expected the Overdogs to have cut the ring in half exactly as we're seeing. Is it possible that the Steady Ballers game planned and decided we're going to single one out right away before they get the chance?
Well, you talked about it earlier, the fact that Brent Banks is no stranger to tag team competition, and now finally Sebastian Suave with an opportunity to tag in the walking weapon Josh Alexander, a man who certainly is no stranger to the ring and travels across North America, but rarely in tag team competition, and in fact, one of the only places, if not the only place you can see him and Sebastian Suave in tag team competition is Smash Wrestling.
Alexander, perhaps the more vindictive of the two Overdogs, already taking the moment to put Banks through the indignity of stripping off his jersey, tossing it out of the ring, and now he's just manhandling him into the corner.
This is where power will come into play. Huge European uppercut, seemingly with ease by Josh Alexander. Brent B in a world of trouble as he tries to compose himself, but he will not have much time to do so as Josh Alexander, but he tries to fight back. That's the fight or flight mentality right there, and Brent B is choosing to fight, but Josh Alexander is not giving him any time to breathe. But wait a second, Brent B able to flip over him, ducks the clothesline off the ropes. Oh yeah, twirling corkscrew elbow right there. The cover, the count, no.
Banks has been fired up all day, very ready for this match. You can tell he's going to take a licking, but he is determined here tonight. There is a fire in his eyes that maybe he was
Wait a second, what happened there? Was that Seleziya Sparx that just interfered?
I'm sure she wouldn't get involved in the match. I know that she's just out here to, support her men, as I said.
Happened to just be there, and Brent B just happened to hit the canvas, and now Sebastian Suave is taking advantage.
Maybe Banks tripped. I mean, he's incredibly agile and nimble, but I mean, nobody can be that agile 100% of the time. Come on, he probably just...
Josh Alexander to the outside, picking up Brent B. Oh man, that was probably the hardest chop we've heard all night, and followed up with another hard chop.
And that is possibly one of the reasons why these Overdogs have been so successful. They work brilliantly together as a team, but they are also still in competition. You can tell each one trying to impress their partner with just how much pain and damage they can inflict on their opponents.
Look at Josh Alexander, very smart, as Brent B was trying to roll over to his partner and make the tag, the desperate tag. And now you were talking about it earlier, AJ, cutting off the ring, and that's exactly what the Overdogs are going to do. Par for the course in terms of their intensity and tag team spirit. Here's a cover. Look at the extra humiliation, putting the forearm on the forehead there, just raking it through so Brent B has one more thing to worry about during the cover.
Tag team wrestling is now, it's turned the sport into a team sport, and it's as much of a morale cover here.
Another cover there, Sebastian Suave, only a 2 count. I like that he threw an extra knee to get Brent B even more tender before he delivered that vertical suplex. Sebastian Suave always thinking at a high level as he rakes those knees into the back of Brent B, and Brent B's in trouble here.
All these little details you keep pointing to, not only is it wearing down the body of the all-star to Brent Banks, it's got to be wearing down the morale and the heart. This kid was fired up, and now he's got to be thinking just of how he could draw his next breath.
Again, double team effort. Oh, look at that! Irish whips over the overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Wow, and then Josh Alexander from the top ropes. That has to be it. And no, somehow, Brent B able to kick out.
Unbelievable chain of maneuvers here. Oh, and now Alexander living up to the walking weapon nickname. I think he just hit Banks with 4 different parts of his body in the last 10 seconds.
Josh Alexander, one of the most powerful superstars, powerful professional wrestlers inside the squared circle in Ontario. And I gotta tell you, the forearm, look at this, those forearms, nobody wants to be hit with those.
Banks has been singled out for far too long here. There's no way that this can continue much longer.
Wait a second, gets to his feet. Desperation at its finest, but now a sleeper hold. Not only has he been inflicted pain, now all the blood is being cut off from his head from that sleeper hold. And I tell ya, how is Brent Banks going to get out of this one?
The energy he expended just to spring up and deliver that one chop, but you can see Banks fell back to his knees. He does not have that much gas left in the tank. He has got to make a tag.
Brent B trying to regain his composure in this match. Off the ropes again. Tornado DDT!
Huge, beautiful aerial maneuver, exactly how the All-Starter made his name, and Alexander is hurt. Can he get to Vega? He doesn't know where he's at. He's rolling to the wrong corner right now. Our fans are shouting, trying to will Banks to get to Vega.
Well, both men right now Banks has gotten it. Now both men are going towards their respective corners. Josh Alexander makes the tag. Both men able to make the tag. Here comes Rocksteady. Flying body press.
Now that is how you want to turn the tide in a match. Don't just take a tag, take it off the top rope. Vega is a house of fire.
Waistlock into a German suplex. Beautifully done by Rocksteady. And a drop kick to the outside for his efforts. And oh man, jumping DDT from Sebastian Suave's knees. This could be it. Wow, Suave kicked out.
Stiff DDT, just spiking Suave's head right in the middle of the ring. The position for the pin could not have been better, and Vega just did not have quite enough to keep Suave down. Springboard.
In a prone position now, but Josh Alexander in to make the save.
You can see how much energy he was taking from Banks just to keep Suave up. He has taken so much damage, but here he is, so much heart, wailing away at his larger opponent.
Chops and chops and chops from Brent B. He'll whip Josh Alexander, but wait a second. He will slide out of the ring, but Alex Vega in hot pursuit clears those ropes. But wait a second, here Sebastian Suave rolls him up. No, he doesn't get the pinfall, and instead...
How is Vega back up after that?
Back comes Vega! Oh man! Tag team wrestling at its finest. Both men, no, Vega with the cover. And yet Sebastian Suave at the last possible second.
I cannot even believe that Vega had the wherewithal and the strength to pop back up and make another top rope move after that incredibly dangerous dive to the outside. I'm amazed he's standing. The Steady Ballers finally looking rock steady together, both up. What is it going to take to put away the Overdogs?
Able to make the tag there, Sebastian Suave.
You've got to keep the walking weapon off balance. That is Banks' only hope right now. Bringing him in the hard way. No!
We'll be able to bring him down. And wait a second, both men on the apron now. Precarious position, and Brent Banks clotheslines Alexander back into the ring. Oh yeah, Seleziya Sparx not a part of this match at all. Well, the proof is in the pudding there, isn't it?
I'm sure that, she has a reason. But,
Oh man, did you see that? That was like a flying body press to his back. Wow, through the ropes. Man, Josh Alexander always impressive. Wait a second. Oh no. Oh man! Around the world, hooks both legs. Oh, Brent B!
That is just pure heart right there of how badly Banks wants to win this tag team match, get back on the winning course here, but these Overdogs keep coming. Stiff shots to the face.
Another one. Oh no! Suave hooks the leg. Vega for the save.
Vega could tell that Banks could not kick out after yet another stiff shot to the back of the head. Banks doesn't even know where he is. Vega might be on his own here.
Wow. Both teams showing unbelievable resiliency in this matchup.
Vega always having to worry about both members of the Overdogs, can never just focus on one at a time. And yeah, I'll admit it, you also got to worry about the third member of the team, Sparx on the outside, getting involved right
Oh
when she
man,
needs to.
another elbow or another uppercut right there. But Brent B, but wait a second, it's offense from everybody and ends with Vega with a double push kick there. Variation of a drop kick, but oh man, Josh Alexander with a forearm to the back, but here comes Brent B. Wait a second, he was caught. I thought he was going to try to do the knees again, ducks the maneuver, oh, and he gets caught there flush. Man, how's he still standing after that? And how is he able to provide some offense after that? Oh, reverse hurricanrana!
Followed up immediately by a stiff kick by Vega. These men are swinging for the fences. They are leaving it all in the middle of the ring. All of those moves are designed to incapacitate.
Oh, moves out of the way, but Brent B gets the kick and an enziguri there. Boy, this action is fast and furious, isn't it?
Stop for a second and just try to imagine the pain going through all four men's bodies, particularly their heads, after knees, feet, elbows keep colliding with jaws, skulls. They are going to be feeling this tomorrow if they can even get out of bed tomorrow.
The amount of action we've seen in the last 30 seconds in this match rivals any amount of action we've seen in all other matches combined. These four are working extremely hard right now in this ring.
Now Banks on sheer determination, ignoring the pain, but they're both going to keep delivering it. Stiff shots to the face, back and forth. Who's going to come out of this one, Arda?
Well, it looks like Sebastian Suave has his feet more firmly planted than Brent does, but I'll tell you what, Brent showing that he's got some resiliency right now, and these guys are just, look at this, just back and forth. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Our crowd is staring in disbelief at the number of stiff shots these men are taking.
Wow!
This is pure
Wait, Brent's with
adrenaline.
the advantage here now. Wait a second, the block by Suave. Another block there, ducks the kick. Wow. These two know each other so well, they can almost telegraph. 3 to 4 moves ahead! And a sliced bread there connects. And Vega off the top ropes into an elbow drop. Could this be it? He's got to make the cover quickly, though. Both of them. No! Alexander makes the save for his team.
I thought he was out. I did not think we would see Alexander again after that reverse hurricanrana hitting the top of his head. I thought he might have a neck injury, but here he is crawling, using all his strength and determination to stay on the offensive here.
Wow, the walking weapon.
Hammering, chopping, pounding away. Banks is in a lot of trouble hung up on these ropes.
Looking his most effective weapon there, the forearm. But dodging a bullet, proverbially, is Brent Banks. And he's looking into a sliced bread. Oh, and the backcracker too. Wow. Look at that for a combination maneuver. Rolls over, hooks the leg. Wait a second, what's Seleziya Sparx doing?
She's just concerned. This is what she's supposed to do.
Concerned about what?
I don't possibly. Did Alexander lose a contact? Maybe she did. I don't know. She needed to ask Corderis here. Oh, this is uncalled for.
Wait a second. Seleziya Sparx wants to get involved in the match. I guess she's going to get involved in the match.
Not her pretty face, please.
Oh, wait a second here. Not exactly what she was hoping to happen here. Oh, no! And Sparx hits the canvas hard.
I am speechless. I said not
Wait
the
a
face.
second. And Vega almost being powered up over, and Josh Alexander ducks that kick. And oh man, did you see that? Talk about a walking weapon.
Swab up top.
Is this a package spiked pile driver? Wow. That's got to be it. Absolutely. And that is all.
Somebody check on Sparx, please. I'm begging you.
Somebody check on Sparx. Somebody check on Alex Vega.
He deserved it after that. Somebody check on Sparx.
What a fine effort by Brent B and rocksteady Alex Vega, but in the end, the Overdogs reign supreme.
I'm sorry, your reaction to that Seleziya Sparx. That was the one moment everybody asked. What was your favorite moment? Oh, when she ate it. Best thing about after the match, everyone gets a standing ovation, except my buddies start chanting, Vega sucks.